Hi, I'm Ryan Hurst, the Program Director for Gold Medal Bodies. In the last video, I talked about 3 principles that you can use that will help you to get more advanced skills on the rings. Today's video, I'd like to take a look at using these 3 principles in order to get the front lever. Keep it simple, don't rush, take your time, and the last one is the concept of play. The front lever is a great example of how we can apply these 3 principles, especially the principle of play. With solid programming and using these 3 principles, it will help you to get those hard skills. But that doesn't mean that it's easy. You're going to have to work hard to get this. Don't think that this is a magical formula. You still have to do all of the work. Let's first take a look at the concept of keeping it simple. I'm only going to show you 3 progressions for the front lever. Now, this doesn't mean that you're automatically going to be able to get the full front lever. What we want to be able to get, though, is at least the tuck front lever. Now, to start off, we're going to keep it simple. Now we're going to take a look at what's called the pulling prep. Now, a lot of you probably have heard of this before, because it's what's necessary in order to get the chin up or the pull up. However, the same principles apply, and we can use this for the front lever. So therefore, if you already understand the pulling prep, you're well on your way in order to get the concept of what is necessary in order to get the front lever. The pulling prep on the rings in the beginning might be a little bit difficult, so you can even use a bar to start off. From a dead hang, you want to make sure to lock out your arms and pull your shoulders down. Keep your chest up, but don't arch your back. Make sure you squeeze your core. Don't arch your back like I'm doing here, and don't let your arms bend. Also, don't want to turn the rings. Keep the rings facing forward when performing this. Once you get the pulling prep down and can keep your arms locked out, we can now progress into the tucked front lever. Yep, we're going to jump right into it. For our tucked front lever, you should notice that the key points are the same as the pulling prep. The only difference is that we're tucking our legs in close to our chest. Lower from an inverted hang and make sure to tuck hard, but don't round your back. It's very important to make sure that you keep your back flat. This is the tuck front lever. Once you can get the tuck, we need to figure out how many seconds we can hold it. Maybe you can hold it 1. Maybe you can hold it 2. If you can hold it for 2 seconds, that's great. What we're going to do then for our next session is try and hold it for 3 seconds. Once we get the 3 seconds down, we're going to do another session of 3 seconds. After that, we'll progress on to 4 seconds. Keep it simple. That's how we progress. When we have a very complicated plan, it's just going to confuse us. And we're going to try and come up with excuses so that we don't have to practice for that day. And we don't want that. You've got the tuck front lever. Great! That doesn't necessarily mean that you should jump into the next progression. We want to spend a little bit of extra time working on that lower level. Get that down so that you're very, very comfortable with it. Sometimes this can take a while. A couple weeks. It could take a month. Some people out there probably freaking saying, "Oh, that's too long." Well, remember, we're not training to become Olympic athletes. We've got a lot of time to train this. And by focusing on getting that basic progression down, very solid, making sure that you're very comfortable with it, it's only going to help you for when you go to the next progression. So take your time. However, what happens if you've been working on this progression, the tuck front lever, for a month or 2 months or 3 months and you still haven't got it? Well, that's where the concept of play comes in. And that's what we're going to do with our front lever work. If you find yourself stalling with your front lever, one option that you can do is play with the pull to front lever inverted hang. Now this is a really cool movement, and you can do it from a tuck and actually start working into a full front lever. Because this is in motion, It's actually allowing us to use momentum to get into the movement. It might sound like cheating, but in actuality, we're still strengthening everything that we need to strengthen to get the full front lever. We're just doing it in a way that makes it fun. And that's the concept that we're talking about in play. This movement is a lot of fun, and it'll allow you to progress through the front lever and strengthen what's necessary in order to help you get the full front lever. We want to make sure that we pull down into the rings when we do this, keeping our chest up. Lead with the hips and try not to pike. Lower yourself slowly through the bent arm front lever. So by using these three key points, these three concepts, it will actually help us to get the front lever in maybe a more efficient and absolutely fun way to progress to these more advanced skills. Our latest program, Rings 2, is coming out soon, and it covers everything that we covered today, plus a lot more. We've got the front lever, we've got the back lever, we cover the iron cross, the pullover, we got the front kip. We've got a lot of stuff in there. But it all focuses on using these three concepts of keeping it simple with solid programming, taking your time, making sure that you listen to your body as you follow along in the programming, and last but not least, play. Gives you examples and variations of which you can use in order to help you to get to those more advanced skills. Make sure that you check out the goldmedalbodies.com homepage so that you can get information on R2 that's coming out soon. Gold Medal Body's latest program, Rings 2, is coming soon. Join the posse at goldmedalbodies.com to get all the info now.